Well, get excited. We are just hours away from kick-off in the 2023 NRL season.
On Thursday night from 8 p.m, we kick off with an absolute blockbuster, with last year's runners-up, the Parramatta Eels, taking on the might of the ever-consistent Craig Bellamy-coached Melbourne Storm at CommBank Stadium. The Eels, led by captain King Gutho, will be looking to make it 5 successive wins over their Victorian rivals, who, with their halves pairing of Munster and Hughes, will always make it tough.
And that's the preview of round 1 of the 2023 NRL season. Enjoy it, because it's going to be unreal.
Well, that preview of tonight's game is voiced and produced by the one they call the Mini Rabs. And if you're a loyal fan of Ben Fordham and the Footy Show, you will know him well.
Why do they call you Junior Rabs?
Because I commentate on the TV.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
What, in the lounge room?
Yeah.
Just off the pictures?
Yeah.
So you turn the sound down, you turn me down?
No, I don't turn the sound down.
Rabs was blown away by your general knowledge. Can I test you a little bit?
Yeah.
When was the last time your Seagulls won a grand final?
2011.
Who was it against?
Warriors.
What was the score?
24-10.
It's amazing, isn't it? Well, Mini Rabs, Michael Ponticello, is all grown up now and he joins us this afternoon. Michael, welcome. That was 10 years ago. You're all grown up now and 18.
Can't believe it. My voice was so squeaky back then. It's still squeaky now, but it's a lot better now. So.
How did all of that come about?
So when I was around 9 years old, just before grand final week, I was, as Ben said, I was always Mini Rabs in my house. I always idolised him, always wanted to do sports commentary. And my mum entered me in a competition to meet him. I was able to win it, as you can see there. Was able to win it, was in the paper for a bit. It was like a junior kids love league, whatever the case was. And then Ben Fordham saw it and his team, and they got me on radio, and ever since then I've been kind of connected with him, and he's always been so good to me, so I can't thank him enough. I can't thank you enough for getting me on today.
But you are amazing because you live and breathe this. Let's talk footy. Let's preview round 1. Eels and Storm tonight. What can we expect?
So the Eels have had the wood over the Storm recently. I think that they're probably the favourites. I don't think they've lost to Melbourne at CommBank Stadium ever in the 3 games they've played there. I think it's 3. But Melbourne, they've never lost a game under Craig Bellamy in round 1. So with the halves pairing, Munster, Hughes, Harry Grant's still there. You can't go past Melbourne. I feel like it's theirs to lose. OK,
your pick of the games this weekend for round 1 is the Sharks versus the Rabbitohs. Have a look at this.
Yep. Look, for mine, I think that with Nicho Hynes ruled out, Dally M Player of the Year, Man of the Match in the Indigenous All-Stars match, I think this is South's to lose. I think even though it's at Shark Park, I think South's 1-12. I think that's the pick there.
Have a listen to your preview that you did on YouTube.
In a rematch of their 2022 semi-final, can Matt Moylan step up in Nicho Hynes' absence, or will the Tare freak Latrell Mitchell lead his side to another win over the Sharks?
You know your stuff, don't you?
Well, that's the plan, especially if I want to get into this kind of job in the future. I should know my stuff.
But you live and breathe it, don't you?
I love it. I love rugby league, loved it since I was around 6 or 7 years old. Supported Manly, obviously. First year I supported them, they won the comp, so meant to be, I guess.
Brings me to Manly. They've got a new coach this season. They're up against the Bulldogs. What are your thoughts on that game?
Well, obviously being a Manly fan, I'm going to go with them to win. I think it'll be close. The Dogs' new signings with Marnie and Kikau, of course. I think with Turbo back, my favourite player, such a good player, and back at home at Brookvale Oval with the new coach, new era, the trial form was great. I think Manly's to lose as well.
And what about the season then?
I think a good season for Manly would be around 6, bottom half of the 8. I think 6 to 8 is a realistic goal, especially if we can keep Turbo and DCE and Ruben Garrick and all those kind of players still on the field. I reckon it's going to be a great season to watch. And yeah, it's going to be great.
OK, we're going to get you back to check your forecast for the 2023 Grand Final. Who will it be?
Grand Final, well, that's a tough one. Well, look, the Penrith Panthers, even though they've lost, a couple of key players in Api Coruscant and Kikau, I think they'll be there again. And I think they'll play, if the Sydney Roosters can get their act together and start well, unlike last year, they kind of came good at the end of the season. I think if the Sydney Roosters can start well, their spine, Tedesco, Kiri Walker and Brandon Smith, it's the best in the game. They should be there. They should be there come first week of October.
Michael, Mini Rabs, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
We'll
Thank you very much.
You'll be in this chair taking over the building.
Not yet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.